Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some Milwaukee Braves 1961 baseball. It's August 24th, and the Braves travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Pirates. And here's the starting lineup for the Milwaukee Braves. Leading off, playing right field's Lee May. Batting second, playing second is Felix Montelia. Batting third, playing third is Eddie Matthews. Batting fourth, playing center field's Hank Aaron. Batting fifth, playing first base is Joe Adcock. Batting sixth, playing left field's Frank Thomas. Batting seventh, doing the catching is Joe Torre. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Roy McMillan. And batting ninth, doing the pitching, Warren Spahn. And for their hometown Pittsburgh Pirates, leading off playing left field's Joe Christopher. Batting second, playing short's Dick Grote. Batting third, playing right field's Roberto Clemente. Batting fourth, playing first base is Dick Stewart. Batting fifth, playing third base, Don Hoke. Batting sixth, doing catching is Hal Smith. Batting seventh, playing center field is Bill Vernon. Batting eighth, playing second base is Bill Mazeroski. And batting ninth on the mound is Bob Friend. Get down here to Pittsburgh. Get this game started, folks. Bob Friend's making his 39th start of the year. He's got a 4.02 ERA. He's 11-8 with 3 complete games. Lee May's up to bat against him, batting .241, 13 home runs, and 30 RBIs. Here's the pitch to May, and that's going to be a base on balls. Lee May trots on down to first. And that'll bring up Felix the Cat Montelia. A rare start for him, batting .132 on the year. No home runs, 7 RBIs. Here's the pitch to the Cat. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Christopher's got it for out number 1. Brings up Mr. Eddie Matthews. And he's batting an even 300 on the year, folks. 26 home runs, 89 RBIs. Can Matthews break it? It's nothing tie. And he does get a base hit in the right field. Lee May, with his speed, will motor on down to third. So we got first and third now for the hammer, Hank Aaron. See if Hank can get an RBI here with only 1 out. Runners on the corner. And Hank's batting .297. Like to get that batting average up over 300. And he has 23 home runs on the year, 84 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And they're playing the infield back, looking for the double play. Now, ball is hit over to Mazeroski. And he flips it over to Grote, who fires it over to Stewart, and that's a 4. Well, as soon as I redo this, that's a 4-6-3 double play. And that'll end the inning. The Braves have runners on the corners and don't score with 1 out, folks. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Braves nothing. Christopher, Grote, and Clemente due up here for the Pirates. Spahn's on the mound. This is his 26th start of the year, folks. He's got a 2.57 ERA, leading the National League. He's 13-6 with 11 complete games. And Christopher's up to bat against him, batting .277 with 1 home run and 19 RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Pirates get the lead runner aboard just like the Braves with a walk. That brings up Dick Grote with Christopher down at first. Grote batting .242, 7 home runs and 44 RBIs. Can the Braves get a double play like the Pirates did? And yes, they can, folks. That ball's hit down the MAC. At short, he fires over to the Cat, playing second today. He fires over to Adcock, and that's a 6-4-3 double play, and that erases the runner. Now you got Roberto Clemente coming up, leading the National League and the Major Leagues with a .359 batting average with 15 home runs, 73 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Aaron in center, and that'll end the inning. So both teams get runners aboard, and both teams get wiped out by double plays. So we get to the top of the second. It's a tie game, 0-0. We got Adcock, Thomas, and Torrey due up here. Here's the pitch to Joe Torrey, batting Joe Adcock batting .272, 25 home runs, 81 RBIs. And that's going to be popped up behind home plate. Easy play for Smith. That'll be out number 1 here in the second. And that'll bring up Frank Thomas. And Frank is batting .268 on the year, 22 home runs and 68 RBIs. And Frank gets a hold of this one and lines that ball down the first base line. He's keeping on hitting the streak up, folks. He's been hitting well. And that'll be a stand-up double for Frank with 1 out here in the second. That brings up Joe Torrey, only batting .245 on the year, folks. 7 home runs, 33 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Joe. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 2 down now in the top of the second. Leaves it up to Roy McMillan. Max only batting .214 on the year, 7 home runs, 46 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And Mazeroski tosses it over to Stewart. The Braves leave Thomas down at second. We go to the bottom of the second. Stewart, Houck, and Smith due up here for the Pirates. Dick Stewart's batting .289, 28 home runs, and 84 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field, and Hank Aaron putting out the leather today. He robs Stewart of a base hit. Nice play by Aaron. Nice running catch. Brings up Don Hoke, batting .275, 18 home runs, 62 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit, and this time Aaron can't get to this one. It falls in front of him for a base hit. Don's aboard here with 1 out for Mr. Hal Smith. He's batting .219, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs. Again, the Braves looking to turn a double play here. And they get their wish. This is what the doctor ordered. Tailor-made double play. Hit down the short again over to Montelia, over to Adcock, and that'll end the inning, folks, and wipe the runner off the base. We go to the top of the third. We got a no score in this ball game. We got SPAHN due up, then May and Montelia. SPAHN's hitting .200 on the year with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Warren. And that is going to be a ground ball down the first. Stewart's got it. Tosses it over to Bob covering first. That'll be 1 out. That brings up Lee May, who walked his first time up. And he pops this one up to Hal Smith behind home plate. He makes the catch for out number 2. And that brings up Montelia. Oh, Felix the Cat. He flew out the left his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center, and Bill Vernon's got that. The Braves go down 1, 2, 3. And we go to the bottom of the third. We got Vernon, Mazeroski, and Friend due up. Vernon's batting .241 on the year, 8 home runs, 49 RBIs. And that's a ground ball down to Matthews at third. He fires over to Adcock for out number 1. That'll bring up Bill Mazeroski. Hey, Tim D. Oh, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. That brings up Mazeroski. He's hitting .217, 4 home runs, 33 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Aaron. 2 up and 2 down here in the third. And that brings up the pitcher, Bob Friend. And Bob's batting 167 on the year with 4 RBIs. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is Spahn's first strikeout of the game, folks. We go to the top of the fourth, still no score. We got the big boys due up here, though, for the Braves. Matthews, Aaron, and Adcock. Eddie singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. I'm sorry, back to the mound. Friends got it, tosses it over to Stewart at first for out number 1. That brings up the hammer. And he grounded into a inning double play with runners on first and third his first time up. Let's see what he does this time, folks. And that's going to be a base on balls. That'll be the first walk by Friend today. So Aaron's down at first now for Joe Adcock with 1 out. And Joe popped up to Smith his first time up. And that's going to be a pop-up again, but this one's going to be down third base, out in left field. And Houck makes the catch, and that'll be 2 down now with Aaron still down at first. Frank Thomas doubled his last time up, folks. See if he can do it again here. Drive in Aaron. And nope, that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes that on him. Let's see what he does with this 2-0 count. And that's going to be an easy ground ball down the short. Grote will take the short way over to second. And that'll do it, folks. And the Braves leave Aaron down at first. We go to the bottom of the fourth. We got the top of the order due up here. Christopher, Grote, and Clemente. Christopher walked his first time up. And that's going to be an easy ground ball down to Matthews for 1 away. And here comes the Grote. He hit into a double play his last time up, folks. And not this time. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. Lee May gets over there. Grote, with his speed, is going to be satisfied with the single. Now you got Clemente up with a runner on at first. He flew out to Aaron his first time up. And not this time, because that ball is high, that ball is far, that ball is going. Home run. Clemente, his 16th home run of the year, gives the Pirates a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Brings up Stewart now with nobody on and 1 out. He flew out there in his first time up. And that's going to be another fly ball out to Aaron. This one's not as deep. Aaron's got room out there. That'll be 2 outs. Brings up Don Houck. He's 1 for 1 today, singled. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. McMillan's up with it. That'll end the inning, but the Pirates score 2 on the Clemente home run. We go to the top of the fifth. It's 2-0 Pirates. Torrey, McMillan, and Spahn due up. Joe struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Christopher in left field. Out number 1. And here comes McMillan. And Max 0 for 1 today, grounded out to second. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Christopher misplays it. It bounces off his glove. It's going to be an E7, folks. And McMillan's going to be aboard here with 1 out. And we got Warren Spahn up now. He grounded out to first his first time up. We're going to let him swing away here, folks. And they're going to have 2 balls and no strikes on Warren. And that's going to be grounded down the third. That'll get McMillan over to second. Only play for Houck is first. So you got a runner in scoring position for Lee May. May's 0 for 1. He did walk his first time up. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field, and that's going to score McMillan. The Braves are making some noise here with 2 outs. We got a 2-1 game to cut the lead in half. Can the cat deliver here? Felix is 0 for 2. He's flown out to Christopher both times up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Stewart's up with it. Tosses over to a friend. And that'll end the inning, but the Braves do score 1. It's 2-1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Smith, Vernon, and Mazeroski do up. Out grounded into a double play his first time up. And that's going to be an easy ground ball down the second. Felix is down there today. And he throws over to Adcock for out number 1. And here comes Bill Vernon up now. He grounded out to Matthews his first time up. And that's going to be a base hit. He turns on this one, folks. Drives it in the right field. Lee May gets over quickly, holds Vernon to a single. Brings up Mazeroski now with a runner on at first and 1 out. Mazeroski flew out to left his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Matthews comes charging in on the slow roller, fires over to first. Get Mazeroski. Vernon will end up down at second. Bob Friend's up at the plate now. And he struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a wild pitch. That's going to get the runner down the third, folks. Not what you want here. Warren unleashes one. It bounces. So now you got a runner at third. 1 ball, no strike. Count to Friend. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Nice play by Lee May. He just robbed Friend of a base hit. And that would have scored a run. So the Pirates leave Vernon down there at third. We go to the top of the 6th. It's Pirates 2, Braves 1. Matthews 1 for 2 today, followed by Aaron and Adcock. And that's an easy ground ball down the third. He'll take his time, fire over to first for out number 1. And here comes the hammer. He is 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. And that's going to be a slow roller down the first, back to the mound, rather. Friend tosses it over to Stewart. 2 up and 2 down. And that'll bring up Mr. Adcock. He's 0 for 2. He's popped up twice to the catcher and the third. And not this time, folks. He drives that ball into center field. He gets a base hit. And now you got Adcock down at first for Mr. Frank Thomas, who's already doubled today. See what he does this time. Reached on the fielder's choice his other time up. And he blasts that ball in the right field. Nice piece of hitting by Frank. And Adcock will motor on down the third with 2 outs. So we got first and third again with 2 outs. Joe Torrey's up. Joe, like I say, not having a good year at all at the bat. He's 0 for 2 today. Can he break out and get the Braves tied back up here? And that might be a pass ball. And Frank Thomas is off to the races, folks. I don't know how smart this is. Did he catch him by surprise? First of all, cancel this because we don't have Joe Adcock down at third. Darn it. Joe's supposed to be down at third on that single. And now Frank Thomas is going to take off for second. See if Al Smith can throw him out here. I don't know how smart of a play this is. Doesn't have much speed. Here's the throw from Hal Smith. And Thomas is going to make it down the second. So now there's one strike on Joe Torre. Here's the pitch. Now he's got the lead run in scoring position. Can he deliver here, folks? And that's going to be a balk, I believe. Let's see here. No, it's not a balk. That's going to be a fly ball in the right field. And that'll end the inning as Joe Torre flies out to Clemente. And the Braves leave two more on in scoring position. And we go to the bottom of the sixth. Christopher Grote and Clemente, top of the order, due up. Joe's walked and grounded out. He's going to walk again. That's only the second walk for SPAHN. He's walked Christopher both times. Here comes the Grote. He grounded into a double play the last time Christopher walked. He got a single his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike three. That'll be SPAHN's second strikeout. That brings up Clemente. And he's homered in this game, folks. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. And that's going to be hit down the second. Can they turn two? Montelia's up with it, fires over the McMillan. But that'll be all they get. This Clemente speed, they don't even throw down the first. So now there's 2 outs for Stewart up. He's flown out the Aaron both times up. And that's going to be a Baltimore chop. And that's going to be in there for a base hit. Now you got first and second and 2 outs. With Clemente's speed, a single will definitely score him. Here comes Don Houck. He singled and grounded out today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the, matter of fact, that's going to be a pop-up down the second. Felix has got it. And that'll end the inning. And the Pirates leave 2 on. So we go to the 7th inning. McMillan, SPAHN, and May due up. Max 0 for 2. He did reach on an air and came around the scores last time up. And that's going to be a, I believe, strike 1 on him. Yep, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and he strikes Mac out. That's Bob's second strikeout of the game. That'll bring up Warren SPAHN. He's 0 for 2, grounded out both times up. And he swings and misses at that. So back-to-back strikeout. Friends wheeling and dealing here in the 7th inning, folks. Brings up Lee May. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. And he gets a hold of this one off of Bob Friend. And that ball is blasted in the left center field, folks. And it's in the ivy. And Lee May's rounding second, folks. And he's headed for third. And he's in there safely. So now the Braves got a runner down to third. 2 outs. Can Felix tie this game up, folks? He's 0 for 3. Flown out the right twice and grounded out the first. Here's the pitch to the Cat. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. And all of a sudden, with 2 outs, Bob Friend in all kinds of trouble. And that's going to be a double in the right field. He splits the gap. That ball hits off the ivy. And that'll score the tying run. And now Felix is down at second for Eddie Matthews. Can the Braves take the lead here in the 7th? Like I say, Bob's pitched a heck of a game. Now it's tied up 2 apiece. Matthews is 1 for 3. Grounded out the pitcher and the third, the other 2 times up. And we drop the dice. And blam! That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. And with 2 outs in the 7th, Bob Friend has given up 3 runs, folks. 2 ball games. Eddie Matthews goes deep. Sure, Bob's out there shaking his head. They go out to talk to him. He's due up fourth in the innings. They're going to try to get him to get Aaron out of here. This will be his last batter, probably, one way or the other. Aaron's 0 for 2 with a walk. And that's going to be an easy fly ball to Christopher. But the Braves score 3 and take a 4-2 lead. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. We got Smith, Vernon, and Mazeroski due up here for the Pirates. Smith's 0 for 2, grounded out twice. And that's going to be popped up behind home plate. Joe Torre takes the mask off, makes the catch. That'll be one down. That'll bring up Bill Vernon. He's 1 for 2, singled his last time up. And that's going to be a pop up in the infield. And Montelia down at second says he's got it and does. 2 up and 2 down. That brings up Mazeroski. He's 0 for 2 today. And he's going to be 0 for 3 because that's another pop-up in foul territory. Joe Torre's back near the screen, makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 goes the Pirates. They're going to let Friend in the game here in the 8th. He's due to lead off. If he gets in any trouble, probably do a double switch. You got Adcock, Thomas, and Torrey due up. Joe singled his last time up against Bob. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Christopher for out number 1. And that brings up Frank Thomas now. And Frank's 2 for 3, a double and a stolen base. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that's a lazy fly ball again out the left field. 2 fly balls to Christopher and 2 outs. And that'll bring up Joe Torre. Can he keep this 8th inning alive? He's 0 for 3 today, folks. And he's going to be 0 for 4 as that's a big swing and a miss. And the Braves go down in order. 1, 2, 3. And that'll be it for Bob Friend. We'll have a pitch hitter for him. Then the top of the order and Christopher and Grote. Most of the righties are already in the game. And I think the former Braves going to come out here and pitch hit. Johnny Logan's going to come out here against his former teammate this year, Warren Spahn. Try to get on here in the top of the 9th. And here's Johnny. And Logan's batting .304 since joining the Pirates. He's got 4 RBIs on limited play. And here's the pitch to Johnny. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Warren gets his former teammate to strike out. That's Warren's only his 3rd strikeout of the game. Here's the guy he's had problems with. It's Christopher. He's walked him twice. He's 0 for 1. The only 2 walks of the game is by Christopher. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. And Aaron hustles in, makes a nice dive and catch. And that will rob Christopher of a base hit, folks. So 2 outs here now in the 8th for the Grote. He's 1 for 3. He's hit into a double play, singled, and struck out his last time up. And that'll be an easy ground ball for McMillan. And that's an easy inning for Spahn. 1, 2, 3 goes the Pirates. Hey, Al. Got an Al Red Sox fan here today, folks. So now we go to the top of the 9th. And we'll need a new pitcher here for the Pirates. And I think it's going to be Roy Face is going to come out here and pitch. You got the righty, then a lefty, and then another lefty. Roy's coming out of the pen. In the top of the 9th here. Try to keep this a 2-run game, keep the Pirates in it. Max 0 for 3. He did score when he reached on an air, grounded out and struck out his other 2 times up. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. He welcomes faces. This will be his 65th game. He's got a 3.81 ERA, and he's 8-9 and gives up a leadoff single to McMillan. And Warren Spahn will come up. And again, I think we're going to let Warren swing away, folks. Warren's not a bad hitter. He's got 2 home runs on the year. He's 0 for 3 today, though. Here's the pitch to Spahn. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 1. We're back to the top of the order here. And Lee May, who's having a heck of a game here today, folks. He's got an RBI today and a triple. So, and he's come around the score. He's 2 for 3 with a walk. And here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a double play ground ball, folks. Nice play out there by Mazeroski. He throws it over the short, over to Stewart, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Braves leading by 2. It's 4-2. You got Clemente, Stewart, and Houck up. At least Roberto's up with nobody on because he's 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer. Here's the pitch to Clemente. And I don't know what Spahn's thinking. I'll make him earn his way on, but he walks Clemente. So now you got the tying run at the plate and Dick Stewart. And that'll get the bullpen up. And Dick is 1 for 3. He's flown out the center and singled. He's flown out the center twice. And that's going to be a error on Felix. An E4, folks. And that's not good. Now his defense is letting him down. And that's going to be it for Mr. Spahn. And we're going to bring out Don to try to close this game out. Runners on first and second. Now the winning run's at the plate. See if Don can come in here and shut the door on the Pirates. Nobody out. Clemente down at second. And Stewart now down at first on that error. I don't know if it would have been a double play, but sure, they probably should have got the lead runner. He rushed that and didn't get a soul out. So now, again, the Braves are looking to turn 2 with Stewart at first. Houck at the plate. He's 1 for 3. He's grounded out the short and popped up his 2 times that he hasn't gotten a hit. And that's going to be hit down the second. That's an infield fly rules in effect. Felix does make this catch. That's a big out number 1. That brings up Hal Smith. I think we might have a pitch hitter here for Hal. And we do. Smokey's coming off the bench. Smokey Burgess is going to come out here to pitch hit for Smith. And he'll stay in the game and catch if this game goes into extra innings. So first and second. Again, now you got Burgess and Stewart, not much speed. And Smokey's got a 318 batting average, 11 home runs, 50 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Don. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Aaron. And they're not going to test his arm. That's an out number 2. So Don so far has done the job here. 2 up and 2 down that he's faced. And that'll bring up Bill Vernon. And Bill's 1 for 3. He's grounded out this third and popped up his other 2 times up. Here's the pitch to Vernon. And that's going to end the ball game. That's a lazy fly ball. And Mr. Aaron's waiting on it to come down, and it plops in his glove. McMahon comes in and gets a nice save. Braves win 4-2, folks. Take a look here at the box score. And the Braves 4 runs on 9 hits and an error. The Pirates 2 runs on 5 hits and an error. Lee May and Eddie Matthews both with 2 hits. Matthews with 2 RBIs. May with 1. Old Montelia, well, that error didn't cost him. He was 1 for 4 with an RBI. The Braves were 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position, and they left 6 men on base, hit into 2 double plays. You had Grote, Clemente, Stewart, and Houck all had 1 hit. Of course, Clemente's was a 2-run homer. And the Pirates were 0 for 3. They didn't have a lot of opportunities against SPAHN. And then McMillan came in the 9th and closed the door on the 1 opportunity that they really had. They left 5 men on base. SPAHN goes into the 9th inning, picks up his 14th win. He's 14-6. He pitched 8 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a home run. Bob Friend, the tough loser here, his record falls to 11-9. He goes 8 innings, gives up 8 hits, 4 runs, only 3 of them earned. Walked 2, struck out 4, and gave up a home run. And Roy Face comes in and shuts the door in the 9th. Too little, too late. Now let's do some fast play here. You got the Giants traveling to the Reds. The Giants are only a half a game back of the Braves right now. The Reds are in 3rd place. See what happens out here in Cincinnati, Ohio. And the Giants win a close one. Let's see what the star is. The Reds left 15 runners on base, folks. Giants 6 runs on 11 hits and an error. The Reds 5 runs on 13 hits and an error. We got the Chicago Cubs heading up to Philadelphia to take on the Phillies. And the Cubbies win 7 runs on 11 hits and an error. The Phillies 4 runs on 10 hits and 2 errors. And the last game here on August 24th is the Dodgers traveling to St. Louis to take on the Cardinals. And the Cardinals shut out the Dodgers. The Dodgers left 15 runners on base, folks. Jeez, you Pete. And it looks like they must have scored. The Cardinals must have scored most of the runs in the 9th inning. Let's take a look here. McDaniel got the win. He only pitched an inning in a 3rd. Oh, starter for the Cardinals only went 4 2/3. Had the quick hook in that game. Let's take a look here at the standings in the leaderboard after August 24th. Braves holding on to that half a game lead over the Giants. The Reds are 8 games back now. They're on a 3-game losing streak. The Cardinals are 12 games back. Cubs are 14.5 games back. Dodgers 15.5. The Pirates 16. And the Phillies are 29.5 games back. Clemente with that .359 batting average leading the National League and Major Leagues. Willie Mays with 33 home runs. His teammates behind him with 31. Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda's got 110 RBIs on the year. The only other National League player with 100 RBIs is Gene Freese with 101. SPAHN still leading the National League with a 2.56 ERA now. And he's tied with his teammate Burdett and the 2 Reds, Jay and O'Toole, with 14 wins on the year. McMahon picks up his 29th save. Cepeda's leading in the MVP for the National League, and SPAHN's now leading with the Cy Young. Oh, you're welcome, Al. Thank you for coming by. I want to thank Al, Red Sox fan. Check out his great channel, folks. And Tim D for stopping by here today. We'll be back here in a little bit with another game here. Let's see what the next game on the channel is going to be. It's the Yankees, I think. They're going to be going to Kansas City, I think, is where they're going. Let's take a look here. Taking on the A's. Yeah, be Terry against Archer. Should be a good pitching matchup. Alrighty, folks. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. On your way out of Pittsburgh, hit that bell, like button, and leave a comment. Until next time, you all have a great day and take care.